when you're trying to grow your audience and you're trying to get known for something, right? You need to kind of think about what is it that you want to be known for, and kind of pick 1 to 3 things. You know, if you know me, especially personally, you know that I am all over the board because I love doing so many different things. I do things from website design to social media management to evaluations to website evaluations. I do photography. I mean, you name it, I pretty much do it, and it's great, and it's hard for people to understand what exactly I do because they're looking for something and they're not sure if I do it or not. So when all else fails, ask. Don't be afraid to ask, because the worst they can say is no. So anyway, you want to make sure that you do that and that you ask questions, no matter who it is, me or anybody else, and use these Periscope or Facebook Live to ask those questions. And we wear lots of hats, right, Andrea? So that's the big thing. Facebook Live, if you hear me shout out names, I'm over on Scope picking up the comments there. So really just think about that and try to narrow it down to 1 to 3, you know, and you may not get it right away. You will see, though, that it starts to develop, and that's the fun part. And that's where I'm at, is that things are developing and they're getting more of a focus and more down into a narrow niche, which is fantastic and it's exciting. And you need to be around like-minded people. So figure out the 1 to 3 things that you need, right? Then you want to talk about the 4 E's. And so let's go over that, right? So the 3 E's that were talked about last night. What's up, Robert? Over on Facebook Live. So the 3 E's for growing your following that we talked about last night at the Blab conference is you want to educate, you want to provide some emotional connection, and then you also want to provide entertainment, right? So let's break those down. And then I'll tell you the 4th one that I'm going to throw in there. So for those just joining, my name's Ed Troxel, and I'm Ed Troxel Creative. I'm your multimedia specialist, and I'm the guy that makes technology stupid easy. You can find out more on my website at troxelcreative.com. And the reason why I just did that, for those who are still here, is to let you know that you want to make sure that when you see new people come on, and you don't have to do it for every single person that comes on to your Scope or to Facebook Live, what you want to do is kind of set a timer, maybe a couple minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, depending on how long your Scope's going to be. But you want to reintroduce yourself every so often so that those who are coming on know, because as you know, with live streaming, our attention span is small and we are coming in and out quickly. So we want to make sure that we get that content out there so that people know what we're talking about. So back to the 3 E's of what we need to do to grow our following. You want to educate. So you picked the 1 to 3 things that you want to be known for. Now you're going to start educating people on those, right? You're going to start writing those topics out. You're going to start giving that training basically live here on Periscope or Facebook Live or Blab, which is going to be the next thing I'm going to test out because of the conference I went to last night. So you really want to start educating people and throwing that out there. Then you want to have that emotional connection. So obviously, you're here for a reason. You either connect directly with me in terms of how I present things, the energy that I bring, the vibes, whatever, or you like the title of the title of this Scope, and so you really want to be able to connect and see what I have to offer. Either way, there's an emotional connection there. Then you want to, the 3rd E that we want to do for growing our following, which I'll get to my 4th E, but the 3rd E is having that entertainment aspect, right? Is you can have music playing in the background. You can get on here and start dancing. You can, whatever it is that works for you, you have to find it and use that. And if it helps, put that on Scope. You don't have to be live right away to do that entertainment. You could do it right before you go live so that you get that energy going and that you're ready to go. It doesn't matter, but find what works for you. So those are the 3 E's to get you to grow your following, right? We have education, emotion, and entertainment. I'm going to throw in the 4th one, which is the biggest one, which is the one that works really well for me, and it will work for you if you actually do it and you're consistent. The 4th one is engage. You have to engage. Step 1 for you right now on the other end, because I'm looking at my video cam here. Step 1 for you is actually being on this broadcast, right? Step 2 could be you sliding over on Periscope or on tapping the share button on Facebook Live and sharing the broadcast. That's another way of engaging. Whenever you're on somebody's Scope or on Facebook Live, you want to be able to share their information. the next part of that engagement is you want to be able to comment directly with the broadcaster like Andrea is doing over on Periscope. And you want to be able to not only engage with the broadcaster, thank you for the share, not only with the broadcaster, but you want to start engaging with the people that start commenting. So don't underestimate the power of a comment. So if you're not ready to be live on Scope or Facebook Live or Blab or whatever the live stream platform you're on, that is okay, but you need to jump into these comments. You need to start commenting directly with the broadcaster and directly with other people that are on those broadcasts. Don't sell yourself. That's a key. Do not promote yourself directly because that's not okay. You're on somebody else's space. That's their time. You want to be respectful of that time. And trust me, it is very, very important to stick to that. So definitely don't promote and say, hey, come look at me. I'm over here. I'll be doing this. Da, da, da. No. Let the conversation naturally happen as if you were at Starbucks hanging out with your friends. You want that engagement and you want it to be natural. You don't want it to be forced. And that's how you're going to grow your following.